Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Monday. This is Rob from the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV. Just figured I'd switch it up a little bit. Good morning to you. Hope you guys are having a great day today, man. I know I am. I am feeling really good. It was an amazing weekend, guys. You know what? Yesterday, put out a little light play with King Felix. Nothing crazy, but you know, it was Mother's Day. I didn't feel like stressing the games or whatnot, so I put that out there, and sure enough, we won by one run, man. 4-3 game. It was I was sitting there watching pretty much everything else and just going from there. But great Mother's Day. Hope all you guys enjoyed the day with your mothers. Hopefully, you weren't stomach aching these games too much, man. Seemed like some of them definitely were stomach aches, that's for sure, man. But, guys, we are on Twitter right now. I am by myself today, the Mad Hatter. The Dream got called into work. He wishes he could be here, but he cannot. But it's all good because your boy has the entire SBTV Nation on his back today. Kid, I'm looking forward to talking to you guys and reading all your comments on Twitter this morning and talking about making some money, man. Definitely. So I just want to shout everybody out right now that's out on there. We got 714 Cousin. I got Tip Talker. I've got Smokey. I've got D. I've got Moneyline Hunter. I got Face Kicker, The Cheese, Christos, Snoopy Bets, Rick Lopez, Zay, Average Joe Punter, Rick Lopez, how are you, brother? And Vegas Girl 92661. Always out there, and my man Alex Washington wishing us a happy Monday morning. Benjamin Rowe, I got James Harrelson, Tommy King, Jeff Ryan, and Irvin, just to name a few. So, guys, you know what? A little bit of rock and roll here, just kind of switch it up for a minute here, but I want to talk a little bit about yesterday, what happened, man. All right, so you guys saw the game. Saw the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Bulls, and my boy gets a clutch shot at the end at the buzzer and wins the game by 2. You know something? Mr. David Blatt there almost cost them the game by coming out and trying to call a timeout with no timeouts left, man. If that was the case, he would have lost the game for him because not only would he got a technical, but the Bulls would have shot the ball and got the ball back. So luckily for him, his assistant coach pulled him off the court, and the referees did not see it. So, any of you Cavaliers fans, congratulations out there, guys. Whoa, Yodo, that is crazy. I love that one, dude. Big ups to you on that. Big ups to Sin City Maverick out there as well. Direct Sports Solutions, I got Samantha Taylor. Good morning. Arthur Ashe. Let's see. Wow, good stuff today, guys. So that was the case with that. Then we had the Clippers smacketh down on the Rockets. My God, what a beatdown. I got to be honest with you guys. I was watching that game a little bit, and that whole hack of Jordan thing with DeAndre Jordan, that just makes those games drag, man. I got to be honest with you. Clippers to make it to the next round because of that. It just makes the games drag, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. He's shooting about 50% from the free throws, so I don't know, man. But you know what? I think it's going to be a great series, coming up. I think that they're going to get rid of Houston at some point here. Maybe Houston sneaks the next game from them or something like that. But when they come back to the Staples Center, I think you can pretty much pound the Clippers and be all good with that. But big ups to the Dream, by the way, for giving out the parlay with the it was the Anaheim Ducks, and I want to say it was the Clippers. I did not personally play it. Like I said, I was only on some light stuff. But for all you guys that cashed, I know that you're all over Twitter this morning and celebrating. Dude, you know what? I get up, man. When I get up in the morning, I see all these tickets out there. Guys, you know what? I really, really love it. And it just kind of charges my batteries a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy every day to get up and, get out of bed, whether you're fighting with the bride or you're stressed out about work or something like that. I mean, no matter what, man, I got to get up and I got to do this show. And you know what? All I do is think about winning money when I'm on here, man. That's it. So it's been a really good run, and I hope to continue it. That's all I got to say about that. As far as the ice was concerned last night, man, we had the Rangers and Capitals, and the Rangers started going ham on the Caps. They were up 4-1, and you figured, you know what, it was time to shut the game off, tune into some hoop. All of a sudden, you turn it back on, it's 4-3 Rangers, and the Caps started going nuts. I don't know, man. You know what? All I know is that Game 7 is Wednesday night, and I got the Rangers in a future at 8. It pays a little bit over 18-1. I hope the Rangers come out of there, man, because then I'm going to start, looking at maybe hedging a little bit and trying to get that money. So, but my man Ovechkin, I guess, is guaranteeing a victory for the Washington Capitals in Game 7. I hate when guys do that, man. You know what? Because when you guarantee a victory, you are looking like an idiot if you lose. So I don't get it. I don't understand it, but you know what? Hey, we'll see what happens and rock it and roll it from there. Yeah, Irvin, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it showing me the love this morning. I got Marmar out there. I've got, let's see. Zay, we love you, Rob. Win or lose, homie. Thanks, dude. Hopefully I don't lose that much. Hopefully not. And we had that one, and then we had the Ducks and Flames. And if you guys had the Ducks, you were stomach aching that game from front to back, dude. You know what? The Calgary Flames go up 1-0. Then, let's see, the Ducks tied it up. Calgary goes up again 2-1. The Ducks came back, tied it up. And, you know something, that situation there, guys, I did have Calgary in a future. What I did was I put them in, I put $150 on them. And the $100 paid $12,000. I did it like a couple of days ago. So what I ended up doing was towards the end of the game when it was tied, what I was watching was that I knew that the goalies were not going to exit the goals. I knew that nobody was going empty net. So what I did was I ended up doing a live play where you could do a draw for the game to end in a draw, like a 2-2 tie and go into overtime. So I was able to hit a couple $100 on that, man. So I was pretty happy about that. And guys, I'm going to do the best I can to post all this stuff. I mean, it's so fast. It happens so quickly. And, I'll do the best I can to get everything out there. My man, somebody was hitting me up asking me. My man Joey was hitting me up on a DM about that. So, you know what? With the live line stuff, guys, it makes it so much more fun at night, I'll tell you. But, not like the bride is really feeling me that much doing all that. But, hey, you know what? It is what it is. And I just explained to her, hey, babe, this is what I got to do right now. I got to do this for the nation and kind of get things popping. As far as, let's see, in hoop, we're talking about John Wall here. You're getting conflicting stories on John Wall. I mean, some people are saying, hey, you know what, he could return. CBS Sports posted something yesterday that says he's unlikely to return for the rest of the year. He's got 5 broken bones in his hand, guys. I mean, they're not displaced. They're fractures. Like, they look like little cracks. I would assume that's what a fracture is. I don't know if this dude's going to come back. That's tough. And you know what? To risk injury to this guy like that, and if he shatters his hand and gets screws put in and all that, that's going to be a major issue, man. So I don't see him coming back. I think the Wizards got to, have my man, The Truth, step up like he did the other night and lay the smackdown on that. So, guys, what we have here is we have 10 baseball games. We have no hockey. And we have 2 NBA games. So what we're going to do is we are going to get right into it and go from there. Let's see. You took the Rangers, make it tough to watch. I'm a Caps fan. It's my man, Sin City Maverick, just taking a look at it. Good morning to Lorena Yanez as well. Immaculate Dre is out there as well. Good morning, guys. All right, so let's shoot over into something else. Let me take a look and see, what do I want to go into first? I think I'll do the NBA. I think that's what I'm going to do. So just give me a second, guys. You know I like switching up my music and doing all that and kind of getting a little froggy here. So let me get into my, this is usually my MLB music, but I feel like doing it for the NBAs and kind of feeling a little good this morning, so let's get it going. I'm going to beat this song to death, guys. Have to do it. All right. So the NBAs, let's talk about this. So we got the Atlanta Hawks coming into the Washington Wizards. Now, what's funny is, guys, these lines are like exactly the same as they were the other night when these two teams played each other, this game and the next game. The Atlanta Hawks minus 4 to 4.5 with an under-over of 198.5 to 199. Okay, now, Dream says that the home teams are supposed to get their first game at home, and maybe the superior teams can steal a game here. You know, Atlanta's record has been dope all year. You know, they're 60-22, I want to say. And on the road, I mean, they're better at home, I get it, but they're still pretty decent on the road. I looked up the stats this morning, guys. I have a feeling this is going to be a tight game, and I actually have a feeling that Atlanta may steal one here. I would love to if they, I got more money on the Wizards to come out of the East, but if I have Atlanta play the Grizzlies, I think you already know, I talked about that future a bunch of times. That pays absolutely life-changing money. So, taking a look at this, if I had to lean, I would say Atlanta, guys, but I'm going to have to fall back from this, man. I just don't know. I mean, the Wizards are playing kind of inspired basketball these days, and if the Wizards can figure out a way to go up 3-1, they are going to be in the driver's seat. So we will take a look and see where it lands, but let's see what my man Total Sports Edge had going on. Wow. Rangers and Royals last night. Hey, man, congratulations on that. $800 paid $2,400. Kid, nice work there, brother. Love it. So, we're going to fall back from this. Even live wagering during this game, guys, got to be honest with you. Unless you're getting a really, really good feel, this has been a game of streaks and long runs here. What's happened is, in the first game, if you remember, Atlanta was up, I want to say 14, 15 points, and Atlanta was like minus 1,000 on a live money line. And the Washington Wizards came back and won the game. And in the last game, the Wizards were actually all big, and Atlanta came back and tied the game. So you could probably get in some major trouble here with live lines in this situation. I'm going to recommend you fall back and just watch this. If anything, if Washington gets this game, maybe we can pound Atlanta, in the next game or whatever. But I'm going to recommend just fall back, like I said. So let's move on to the next one and see what we got. Golden State Warriors at the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, Golden State minus 4.5 all across the board. Under-over is 196. Memphis has been holding them in check, guys. Memphis with this defense has been, they've been, stealing a lot. Golden State averages 110 points a game, as we talked about. But the Memphis Grizzlies, man, give it up 95 points a game. And I got to be honest with you, they've been holding this team down. And believe it or not, I did look on one book, and I know this is a little skewed sometimes because a lot of these books are different, but it seems like 60% of the money is on the Grizzlies tonight, plus the points. Take a look at that, man. They've held Golden State now in the last two games to 89 and 90 points. The first game was 101 scored by Golden State. So they're definitely holding them under their average. Dream is leaning Golden State here. I don't know. I wish I had an opinion, guys. I don't want to just give out anything. I'm talking about this a little bit, and we can, break it down as we go. But taking a look at the Memphis Grizzlies, man, 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games. They've looked pretty dominant. Not as dominant as the Clippers are looking in this series with Houston, but wow. Makes it very, very difficult. I could tell you right now, though, no lead is safe with the Grizzlies. If they want to go up, 20 points, no lead is safe with the Golden State Warriors. If they get hot shooting beyond the arc with the Splash Brothers there, they can come back and win any game. So if you're feeling a little froggy about this game, guys, just let me know what your thoughts are. Sports Bettors TV on Twitter. But for me right now, I'm going to kind of fall back. Hey, the Dream is retweeting us from work. What's going on, man? And I got Mando, Obregon, and Booze and Bets on the line today. So, looking at the total here, 196. Guys, I have no opinion, man. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words here, man. I don't even know what to say here. I know that one of these away teams is probably going to get the job done here. So we got to kind of figure out which one it's going to be and try to get that money. But I think they're going to be both entertaining games. I don't see any blowouts here. I think these are going to be pretty close. If anything, just Golden State's going to get hot at one of these games, and I just don't know which one. So we got to take a look at it and go from there. Hey, madpicks.com, what is going on, buddy? He is doing a, let's see, MLB contest starts today. Over there, really, really good people. They've been with us from the beginning since we were doing our YouTube videos. I got Jay Rich the Mayor, got Worst Gambler Ever, and I got Frank Van Colato, just to name a few. Let's shoot over to the diamond and see what we got, boys. Boys and girls, rather. So, as far as the NBA guys, I really just don't have anything there. I don't. I mean, they're coin flips today. I expect one of the teams that are coming into town to lose, though. And one of them to win. So let's see. My boy Zay is feeling the Washington plus 4.5 and the Wizards -5, but he's not 100% confident in it. All right. Got Empire Sports Picks all the way from Connecticut. Got JC, hashtag SBTV Nation Holiday, Yippa82, and Meet Your Maker. What up? All right. Tip Talker say, let's get that money, do your homework, and go from there. All right, guys, so let's shoot over to the diamond and see what we got. So, 10 games on the ticket here. This may not be too long of a show because we don't have a lot of games to discuss, but definitely some stuff to talk about. The Toronto Blue Jays are coming into the Baltimore Orioles, and Toronto has Marco Estrada on the mound. Baltimore has Jimenez. Baltimore -122 with an under-over of 8.5. This is an AL East matchup, guys. You know how I feel about them. Baltimore, these two teams, I mean, Toronto is 16-16. Baltimore is 13-16. Pretty even all across the board as far as the statistics are concerned. But let me just switch this up and while I'm doing this. All right. Toronto scoring 5.38 runs a game and giving up 4.78. Toronto bats are nuts, man. Baltimore is 4.76 and giving up 4.59. Now, the reason why these teams are not winning like they should be, even with those bats, is because obviously the pitching is getting blown up here. Toronto, let's see, the under, believe it or not, and we've been talking about these overs. The minute we started talking about the overs, look what happened. They started going under. 4 of the last 6 Toronto games have gone under. I think the over is due, to be honest with you, but I must stay away from it. Baltimore, 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games, guys. Estrada is 0-1, rocking a 7.71 ERA, and Jimenez 2-2, rocking a 2.36. You guys are playing that game. Good luck to you. That's all I gotta say about that, man. Let's see. My man Irvin is going with an Atlanta Hawks and Atlanta Hawks and Warriors money line today in parlay. Not bad, dude. Both favorites. And Rick Lopez is telling me about the Preakness happening this weekend. You're damn right, brother. I can't wait to get on and talk about some ponies. We'll see what we got. Maybe we'll get AZ back on, or maybe we'll get you on here to talk a little bit about it. So I'm going to fall back from that one, guys. Not forcing anything today at all. Next game we got on the ticket, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Philadelphia Phillies. And Pittsburgh has Jarrett Cole on the mound. Philly has Jerome Williams. Pittsburgh -190 with an under-over of 7. How the hell are you going to lay that much on the road? Let's see. This pitcher must be amazing here, guys. Let's see. Pittsburgh is superior in pretty much every category. Runs for, runs against, runs differential, team ERA, offensive hits, offensive strikeouts, defensive hits, and defensive walks. Jarrett Cole's having a pretty good year. No wonder why the juice is where it is. He is 4-1, rocking a 2.52 ERA. Jerome Williams for the Phils, 2-2 with a 5.18 ERA. That is a lot of juice to be laying. I know Philly stinks and all, guys, 11-21. But Pittsburgh is a sub-500 team. They're 15-16 laying that kind of wood. I don't know. Are any of you guys crazy enough to lay that? I know that we've been accustomed to laying that kind of stuff here at the biggest show in the world, but I don't know about that today, man. I think I'm going to fall back from that one as well, guys. I wish I had more stuff for you, man, so far, but these are like ugly games today, man. You don't have to bet 7 days a week if you don't want to see anything that you got going on here. Let's see. New York Stanks at the Tampa Biscuit Rays. New York has CC Sabathia on the mound. Tampa Biscuit has Alex Colon. Tampa Biscuit minus 115 with an under-over of 7. Taking a look at this, the New York Stanks are rocking a 20-12 record, hitting the ball pretty well with a 4.66 runs per game. Tampa Biscuit 17-15. They're scoring 3.78. Let's see, CC is 0-5, rocking a 5.45 ERA. Yo, is CC going to get the job done at some point or what? What do you guys think about that? He's got to win at some point, man. He can't keep losing. Alex Colon, 2-0, 1.80. Wow. Very, very interesting there, guys. Taking a look at some trends here. Let's see what we got. The Stanks are 17-6 straight up in the last 23 games. So playing pretty good baseball, man. You know what? If I had to lean here, I would honestly think about taking CC, but that would be more of like a chase thing. So I don't know about that, guys. Let me know what you think on Twitter. I'd like to know what you guys are thinking about that. AL East matchups, you know how I feel about them. They can go either way, and I don't like either way matchups. Those are more coin flips than anything. Big ups to Doom Knight. I got Get a Vegas Bookie, G Rose, LA Wiz Kid, Slick Rick, Total Sports Edge. Say keep an eye on the Rangers tonight. Think that game is Wednesday, brother. Think that game is Wednesday. Game 7, I believe, is Wednesday at the MSG Garden. Going to the next one here, guys, on the diamond. We got the Atlanta Braves coming into the Cincinnati Reds. And Cincinnati's minus 140 with an under-over of 7.5. Atlanta has Shelby Miller on the mound. Cincinnati, Mike Leake. This one might be interesting. This might tickle my fancy a little bit. The problem is that it's a nasty game and you got sub-500 teams here. Cincinnati scoring just over 4 runs a game, where Atlanta scoring 4.42. Shelby Miller, 4-1, 1.66 ERA. Mike Leake, ERA of 2.47 with a record of 2-1. You know, if these teams if they were not scoring over 4 runs a game, I would possibly lean a no-score first inning on this one. Guys, speaking of that, my man Papa Bear let me know that there was 9 of them yesterday. 9 no-score first innings came out, and we didn't plug any. You believe that, man? Unbelievable. I mean, I was looking at the Seattle one, but I didn't end up playing it. I ended up just doing the light Seattle play, guys. So, taking a look at this game here, let's see. Atlanta is 1-8 straight up in the last 9 games on the road. But they have Shelby Miller pitching. He's been stellar, man. So, you know what? I was thinking Cincy in this matchup, but now that I'm seeing what Shelby Miller's doing and, you know, thinking about what the Cincinnati bats do other than the other day when they scored 10 runs, I don't like the matchup. I don't like the matchup. Try to find some stuff for you, man. Having a little bit of a difficulty this morning here. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Chicago White Sox coming into the Milwaukee Brew Crew. Oh, what a nasty game this is. Pretty much even money all across the board because the books can't figure out which team is nastier. Under-over is 8. Taking a look at it here, let me just continue with my music. Chicago White Sox 12-16, where the Brewers are 11-21, sharing the worst record in baseball with the Philadelphia Phillies. Neither team is scoring over 4 runs here. If you're a $100 better with the White Sox, you are down $540. If you're a $100 better with the Brew Crew, you are down $934. Ah, God, nasty. Jeff Samardzija is 2-2, rocking a 4.39 ERA. He is pitching for the White Sox, and Peralta is 1-4 with a 3.92 ERA. Guys, you look at these nasty pitchers, you would think over, but then you look at the run support from the respective teams, and it just kind of puts it at a no play. So let's keep it moving from there. This is mostly just information at this point, guys. I'm really struggling with these games today. It's like, hey, Yodo, you hit the no-score first inning on Seattle. Congratulations on that, my man. Let's see. MLB Total Sports Edge. No doubt, man. No doubt. Let me see if I can get something a little different here. What do I feel like playing, guys? How about a little House of Pain? All right. Because these are painful matchups. That's why I want to do some House of Pain. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the K-Sizzle Royals at the Texas Rangers. K-Sizzle has Danny Duffy on the mound. Texas has Colby Lewis. K-Sizzle minus 118 with an under-over of 8. Kansas City 20-11 this year, looking pretty damn good, scoring over 5.03 runs a game, where the Texas Rangers are 13-18, scoring 3.87. Danny Duffy, guys, 2-1 with a 4.55 ERA. Colby Lewis 2-2 with a 2.61 ERA. Taking a look at some trends here, Kansas City is 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. Really tough to bet against this team, I got to be honest with you. I mean, what did they end up doing last night? They, let's see. Low-scoring game last night, man. Wow. They actually won 2-1 at Detroit. Not bad. Not bad. But now they are coming into to Texas. This game is at 8:05 Eastern. Taking a look at Kansas City, man, they're superior in like every single category. And to be honest with you, I would never recommend betting against Kansas City this year. I actually think they're going to get pretty far in the playoffs, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, looking at this, I'm leaning Kansas City. But that Texas Rangers, we all know how pesky they are. We know what they did to the Houston Astros. They blew up a lot of bankrolls last week. If I had to lean, I'd lean Kansas City, guys, but I am not going to bet this game. I think there's hopefully there's better games out there. We shall see. Gilbert, Arizona, what is going on this morning, brother? How you doing out there? Next one we got on ticket, we got the New York Mets at the Chicago Cubs. And it's pretty much, you got Chicago minus 145. Jacob deGrom is not getting any kind of respect these days as far as the odds are concerned, man. Seems like, every time he's pitching, he's an underdog now. New York Mets 20-11. Chicago is 15-15, pretty much even, man. Looking at the stats and going statistically, they're pretty even here. Chicago's actually scoring a lot more runs than the not a lot more runs, but about a half run more than the New York Mets are with the bats. New York Mets, let's see, deGrom is 3-3 with a 2.95 ERA. It really sucks, man, when your ERA is under 3 and you can't have a winning record. Lack of run support, man. John Lester, 2-2 with a 4.04 ERA. Lester was really good in his last outing at home. He pitched a shutout. Taking a look at this here, you know what? This might be your no-score first inning, guys. This may be it. I think deGrom will pitch well. I think Lester will pitch well. Let's take a look at the whole wind changes and the scenario out there, because you know what they do in Wrigley Field. It takes a while for them to post totals, but that might be something I get involved in. So we'll go back to that. We're going to put that game on standby and go from there. But that might be my no-score first inning play. I think that's what I'm looking at. All right, so let me switch this up a little bit and go from there. All right, so the next game I got on a ticket, guys, let's take a look at what we got for all you junkies out there. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I guess, you know what? I do this 7 days a week. I must be a junkie, too. Unbelievable, man. All right, so we got the Washington Nasties coming into the Arizona Diamondbacks. Washington has Max Scherzer on the mound. Arizona has Josh Colemanter. Taking a look at this, let me see if I can find the lines on sportsbetterstv.com, because the site I'm looking at will not offer me the lines. Taking a little slow, guys. I apologize about that, but Washington minus 145, Arizona plus 135 with an under over 7.5 is pretty much the best line you're going to get all across the board. Let's see. Christos, what's up, buddy? He's telling me, my man Total Sports Edge telling me to take the Rangers. Oh, dude, I can't bet against K-Sizzle, man. Come on. Because you know what? When K-Sizzle starts rocking the bats with Kane and Hosmer and the whole package there, I'll be so mad, dude, that I can't even explain it. So taking a look at this here, Washington obviously favored, but Arizona, surprisingly, guys, is superior in a lot more categories than Washington. They're superior in runs against, runs differential, offensive hits, and defensive strikeouts, man. So Nasties are playing pretty good as of late. They actually peaked over 500. Max Scherzer is 2-3 with a 2.11 ERA. Guys, 2.11 ERA and a losing record. Imagine that. That's the lack of run support. As we always talk about, Josh Colemanter for Arizona Diamondbacks is 3-3 with a 3.40 ERA. The over has gone over in Washington's 5 out of the last 6 games, and Washington is 7-1 in the last 8 games. So if you were fading the Nasties like I did last year, you're getting blown up. So you might want to fall back a little bit from that. Washington 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games on the road. Really tough matchup. I think Washington's kind of turning the page a little bit. And I think, I do like the Mets. But I think at the end of the day, Washington's going to win this division. I think you guys will agree with me on that. They're probably still favored there. If anybody has that line, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on them winning the division. Let's see what else we got here. Scrolling down. We got the Boston Red Sox playing at the Oakland A's today. Boston has Rick Porcello on the mound. Oakland has Scotty Kazmir. Oakland minus 125 with an under-over of 7. Porcello was pretty damn good in his last outing. I got to give it to him. Pitched shutout innings for a long time there. Both of these teams like to hit the ball, but the problem is that Oakland is very inconsistent. They'll score 10 runs and then they'll score nothing. Porcello, Boston's rocking a 14-17 record. Oakland is 12-21, near the bottom of the league with their record. The under is going under in 5 of the last 6 Boston games, guys. I don't know what's going on with this team, man. They had a little team meeting the other day by themselves, and I don't know if that's going to work out for them. Boston is 2-7 straight up in the last 9 games. My God. And Oakland is 0-5 straight up in the last 5 as well. And 1-7 in the last 1-7 straight up in the last games at home, in the last 8 games at home. Guys, you got 2 teams here that are dying for a win. Nasty game. I don't know what to tell you about this one, man. Let's see here. Don't forget. Let's see. I got my man Jeff Ryan saying top 5 under clubs. He's saying Rays are 13-19 under over, and Giants 13-18 with the under over. Interesting. Okay. All right. So looks like both of these teams are going under in a lot of these matchups, the Rays and Giants. So take a look at that, guys. Hit up. Let's see. That's Jeff Ryan on Twitter. Not messing with this game either, guys. Not messing with it at all. I am thinking that I'm going to go no score first inning with DeGrom and Lester. I think that's kind of the play here. Last game I got on a ticket, guys, I got the Miami Marlins at the LA Dodgers. Miami has Tom Kohler on the mound. LA has Zach Greinke. LA minus 230 on the juice. Damn. That's a lot. I know Greinke's the bomb and all. 5-0 with a 1.56 ERA. I mean, having him and Kershaw in the lineup is dope. And scoring 5.13 runs a game. That's got to make the Dodgers the overall favorite to win the whole thing here this year. But, as you know, they're always favored. And they don't always come through. So, Tom Kohler is 2-3 with a 5.18 ERA. The Dodgers are 20-10. The Miami Marlins are 15-17. You have to take the Dodgers. I can't see anybody betting Miami in this spot, but if you're going to do it, that's a lot of juice there, man. I don't know if I recommend laying $230 to make $100. If anything, what you do here in this situation is you put it in a parlay. Maybe you parlay it with something you like tonight. Maybe some, one of the favorites that you think is going to win in the NBA. Or you do an open parlay, man. You start a parlay with this game and leave it open with 1 or 2 or 3 spots, whatever you want to do. That's my recommendation. So I'm not recommending taking the LA Dodgers straight. what I'm recommending is putting it inside a parlay and going from there. Randomly unpredictable. Good morning to you. How you doing out there, man? And I want to thank you very much for hooking us up, guys. You know what? We are Sports Bettors TV, man. We do this show for free every day. And you know what? We never ask for it, but it's been nice. A couple of people have sent us donations. And what that does is it offsets the cost of the show. I mean, we pay Spreakers only $20 a month. We have the Skype. We have a couple of other things that are, monthly fees and whatnot. And it really helps us out, man. So we appreciate that. And anything we could do to pay the assistants and do all that stuff really helps us, guys. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's not required. We're not asking you for it. But if you want to do it, hey, we don't say no. That's all I got to say about that. All right. So as far as the MLB guy, that's it. That's all I got. So we are looking at 2 games today. We are looking at Mr. Greinke for the LA Dodgers to open up a parlay or to close out a parlay. With the LA Dodgers with that heavy juice minus 230. And we are looking at the no-score first inning, which is a very light play, guys. I always tell you that. Very light. Jacob deGrom usually pitches pretty well in the first inning. And I think Lester will kind of shut it down. But we're going to take a look at the wind changes and kind of see what's happening out there. If the total ends up like crazy, like a 10 spot or 9.5 or something like that, we may fall back from that. Because what happens is, we're in the windy city of Chicago there. The wind could be blowing like heavily, like towards the left field wall. And if that's the case, and you got a bunch of righties up, the ball could sail out of the park. So that's what we're going to do, and that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I wish I had more. My man Zay is asking me what I think of the Dodgers minus 1.5. Dude, I hate those. I hate those minus 1.5s, dude, because you know what? Especially when you have a home team. When they're up 1 run, bro, bottom of the 9th inning, they ain't coming back to bat anymore. Just like the Seattle Mariners yesterday, man. You guys saw it. They were up. What was it? They actually went up 4-1, and all you guys that were laying 1.5, you lost. So, if anything, what I recommend doing, if you don't really like the juice, cut the juice in half. Buy it down to 1. And what it'll end up doing is it'll probably make that money line like a minus 150 with the Dodgers. So this way you get a push instead of a loss. That's usually what I recommend in those situations, guys. I don't like the 1.5. A lot of you guys do, and you're successful at it. You got to look back at all the previous matchups, where it was like heavy juice, and see what your record would be. See what your record would be with the minus 1.5. I know a lot of games are scored, decided by 1 run. For me, I'm not interested in losing by a half. I got to be honest with you with that. So that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Listen, I got to be honest with you. I know I sound okay today, but I am hungover as hell. I spent Mother's Day drinking heavily, man. Because I didn't really drink that heavily. I did do some shots on Saturday night, but it started coming to fruition yesterday, and I continued drinking yesterday. So I got to kind of brush my shoulders off here and get ready for work and do my whole package here, guys. But you know what? One of these days, man, I hope and pray that I can do this full time for you, because then we would bump it up to 2 hours. We do a lot more stuff, a lot more things, and if I keep cashing the way I am, man, I think I'm going to do it. I think I could actually get out of bed and do what I love every single day, 7 days a week. Not that I don't do it now, but I'm not doing it full time, which I really want to get into. My homework would be better, my plays would be more stellar, and we'd be rocking the world. Not that we're not rocking it now, but at some point, man, you know what? We'll be doing this full time. That's all I got to say about that. So, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for me, man, the Mad Hatter. 40 minutes of just straight talking. Kind of get you a little bit exhausted, man. Usually I have my man a dream, with his big ego on here rocking and rolling. Oh, I got Dr. Dan that loves to just talk. Let me put my feet up and talk MLBs for days. But that's where I'm at, man. No score first inning in the Mets and Cubs. And we are looking at a LA Dodgers to open up or close a parlay. And that's pretty much all I got, man. As far as the hoop games are concerned, like I said, the Dream has a slight lean on Golden State, but he is not doing it. I don't think he's putting that as part of his little bankroll thing. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I want to wish you guys the best of luck out there, man. You guys always rock and roll for me and, support me in every aspect, man. So we appreciate it, and we'll go from there. So with that said, guys, we are Sports Bettors TV. 40-minute show today. I guess it makes up for the ones that we do for like an hour and a half and all that good stuff. But, guys, very special guest next Thursday. Got my man Vince Parker coming on. I can't wait to get him on. He's always been knowledgeable. He's always been good. Always been sending me his plays. He's tearing it up out there, guys. So it's Vince Parker. Looking forward to getting him on the show. That's a week from this Thursday. We're promoting it very heavily, guys, and looking forward to getting him on, breaking the knowledge down. And we are looking to do some more guests. What we did was basically the Dream and I have been holding it down. The Dream, myself, and Dr. Dan. We're doing periodic guests here and there. I mean, we really are doing our homework on our guests, guys. Back in the day, we used to just put anybody on that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool with us or whatever. But now we're really starting to do our homework and really starting to research who we're putting on here and going from there, guys. So, like I said, Mets, Cubs, no score first inning. Very, very, very light play. I don't know what your bankrolls are, guys, but even if your bankroll is heavy, $25, $50, 85 was like the most that I would put on it, and I did that the other day. And we'll go from there. And we're looking at the Dodgers, like I said, in a parlay. So with that said, guys, we are the biggest show in the world. We love you to death every single day. We are on 7 days a week, 9 a.m. during the week, 10 a.m. on the weekends. Dr. Dan joins me on the weekends, and the Dream is with me during the week. We love you to death, guys. Go out there. Go easy. Never chase a play. I don't care if you lose 3 games in a row. Fall back. Dust your shoulder off. Get back and pretend like it never happened and start with minimal bets again. That's all I can recommend, because when you get into the chase, you can get pounded. And we don't want nobody to get pounded. So you got to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole package, Sports Bettors TV and SportsBettorsTV.com, guys. Thank you very much for supporting us each and every day. Go out there, do your own homework, bet your own plays, and get that money. Take care.